Hello, I'm United States Congressman Sanford Bishop, and I proudly represent the 2nd Congressional District of Georgia. But today, it is my duty and privilege to speak on behalf of the 46 members of the Congressional Black Caucus in this week's Message to America. Perhaps you can remember back 41 years ago in 1975 when Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes released a popular R&B album by the name Wake Up Everybody. Well, today we need to reach back to Harold Melvin's admonition from 1975 and wake up everybody. Since then, we've made a lot of progress. Yet in 2016, as far as we've come, as comfortable as some of us may think we are, we cannot allow ourselves to be lulled to sleep or into the illusion, the dream that we have arrived, because we have not. We still have too much poverty, too much hunger, too much homelessness, too much sickness, too much illiteracy, and too much hopelessness in America. Dr. King told us that we are bound together in a single garment of destiny, that we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools, that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are challenged by the urgency of now. What do we do? How do we save our communities, our nation, our world? And how do we bring about this positive change? The answer is civic engagement, getting involved. We do it by waking up out of our sleep, by becoming engaged, by engaging all those we know in transforming our communities. We need to wake up our leaders, to wake up our stakeholders, to wake up our churches, our sororities, our fraternities, and to wake up everybody to the challenges we face and to the urgency of meeting these challenges. Now, as a politician, I'm reminded of the definition of politics I learned over 50 years ago in Political Science 101 at Morehouse College. Politics is nothing more, nothing less than who gets what, when, and how. Who gets the opportunity for jobs, for wealth, for health care, for education, for nutrition, for home ownership, for disability payments? When do they get it? How do they get it? It is elected officials who make those decisions. It is voters who choose those elected officials. It is only the registered voters who show up to vote who can make a difference. Across the country, millions of voters of color remain unregistered. In my home state of Georgia alone, over a quarter of all eligible black voters are unregistered. If all registered African American voters had shown up to vote in the last election, we would likely have had different governors, different U.S. senators, different representatives and state officials, and probably different decisions on many laws that now impact African American communities across the state. So what do? We must energize our communities. We must lift up the direct connection between our participation in the political process and the decisions of our elected officials. We must make it clear that every election matters. It matters who is on the school board. It matters who is on the city and county commissions. It matters who the sheriff is, who serves as state representative and state senator, who serves as congressman, U.S. senator, who sits on the Supreme Court, who is the President of the United States. Elected officials. These are the folks who decide who gets what, when, and how. Therefore, we must vote like never before. We must hold our decision makers accountable. Only then can we create an environment in our nation where we will have more jobs and a stronger economy, education, and skills for every job-seeking citizen to have a good-paying job, safe communities, free from crime, access to adequate nutrition, and access to health care. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war, and poverty. Wake up all the teachers. Time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. 'cause they're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, just you and me. We have to change it by voting. This is our message to America.